today, one of those never a doubt games, I'm sure, for you. How much did you feel like you grew up today? The way you threw the ball and the way you handled the pressure down the stretch.
I feel like this was a big growing game for me, especially since it's a lot more throws. You know, last year was a lot of runs. This year, you know, it's a little bit more open. I'm throwing, I'm running, I'm doing a lot of different things, and I feel like it's showing that I'm growing up a little bit. You know, I got a bigger role this year. I got to be a leader of a team, so I feel like it's been a really good thing for me.
What was said in the huddle before that 4th and 1 conversion on that final drive?
A lot of things really, but it was like, at that point it was like, do you want it? And I was like, come on now, like, I got y'all on, like, we done practice this, we're gonna execute it right here. And you know, I got trust in my boy Keegan, following behind him. That's my boy Sevens. He's like, I got you. And I was like, we rocking with you then. So that's really what it was.
Yeah, you hit that really big run early in the game, and it looked like they were stringing you out quite a bit later on. Did you, is that kind of how you felt out there as well? They were trying to push you to the sidelines and cut off lanes for you to run, because it seemed like you were going to run for some big ones, and you just went out to the side.
You know, the New Hampshire defense, they played a great game. You know, the coaches had them boys ready to go out there. They played a great game, really. And like those points we had, that wasn't easy. It was a strain. So yeah, the runs, they were there. Some of them, I missed a couple holes. I should have just stayed inside a few times. But we're gonna get in the film room tomorrow. We're gonna make our corrections, and we're gonna do better.
You threw very well downfield today. You had a couple, if they weren't dropped late, that might have changed the composure of the game. When the teammate comes back to the sidelines, obviously you're still cheering them on. You think you're going to hit those probably in the next game or two?
Absolutely. You know, if you would have came to a workout in the summer where it was just me and the receivers, you'd be looking at me like, why isn't he getting the ball? You know, they always were there for me when I was struggling. So if they have a bad ball, bad drop or anything, like, I'm still gonna have trust in them. They're always gonna make plays for me anytime, like, whether it's on the field making a play for me or off the field doing something for me. Like, those my brothers gonna have my back. I'm gonna have their back always.
How about today with Chris Parker? I mean, he had a bigger day than we've ever seen out of him.
Yep.
What's the chemistry? Is it, Mac alluded to this, that sometimes guys just have a good chemistry, you know, it's like in basketball. I know where he's going. Is it like that with you and Chris, or just what clicked for you guys today?
Honestly, it didn't start today. It was something that started this summer. Coming back from summer workouts, me and CP just getting our connection. We took every rep together, so that's really what it was. We started lifting together a couple of times, and just from there it grew. And now, like, it's trust. Like, I know where he's gonna be on the field, and he knows I can get him the ball. So it's just a great feel with him. That's really all it is.
What did you call him?
CP. That's my boy Chris Parker.
CP.
Yes, sir. CP.
I got you.
Yeah.
Next week at Notre Dame, when you walk on that field, it's like hollow ground to many people, but for you guys, it's another football game. When you get out there, has anybody talked to you beforehand of what it's going to be like to play at Notre Dame next week?
No, not really. This whole week I've just been focused on Notre Dame. I mean, New Hampshire, my fault. Everything on Notre Dame. But yeah, I've been focused on New Hampshire really all this week. But going into next week, it's 100 yards in the end zone, so it's still football for me. That's really what I'm thinking about it. Like, yeah, it's a big crowd. Yeah, they're a great team, great organization. You know, they have great history. They're doing big things. All praise to them. But it's still football at the end of the day. And I'm just going to go out there and play, try to execute our game plan for next week. That's really it.
And it's like they have to see the Chips play.
Nah, it's just football. It's just football.
The play right before the 4th down, that 3rd down, it looked like you were down, but you kept fighting for those extra yards. Like, what are you thinking in that moment? It was kind of reminiscent of the Buffalo game last year.
I didn't think I was down, and I really didn't hear a whistle. And Coach P preaches every day at practice, you better finish. You got to finish. He's been preaching that since day one when I stepped foot on campus last year. Finish, finish, finish. And so that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm not down. Nobody's going to touch me, so I'm going to keep on playing. Then it clicked. I was like, hold on, the clock's running down, so I need to hurry up and get back. So I feel like I need to know a little bit more better about the situation that we're going through. That's really it.
As you were walking off the field, it looked like you had your arm around Tyson. It sounded like you were saying something to the effect of, hey, I'm going to keep coming to you. Can you kind of go into detail about what you were talking to him about walking off the field?
Talking to my boy Tyson, you know, it was just, he felt like he had a few plays that he wished he'd get back. And I was like, bro, like, you're going to be good. You feel me? You make crazy catches all the time, whether I throw the ball really high, I throw it really low, you're going to make that catch. I trust you. Like, he's always been there for me. He was my host of my official visit. And when I was in high school when I came up here. So it's always been, you know, Tyson always been my guy. and I feel like he can make a lot of big plays going throughout the season.
And how about that touchdown in the first half that you hit him on? That was a big play, momentum type play.
That was just, scramble drill. I just rolled out right. I saw TD in the end zone. And I saw him grab his hand, so I was like, oh yeah, this is it right here. I got to give him the ball somehow, some way. I threw it up there. He made the grab. I wish I should have ran down there. I kind of ran to the sideline, celebrated, got a little excited. But Tyson's just a big playmaker, so that's all it is.
And just how do you describe the thrill of victory? I mean, you guys worked so hard to even get to this level to play Division I college football,
Right.
and the ups and downs of it. The adversity with injuries, like just the thrill of walking off, celebrating with your guys, the student section. How do you describe the thrill of victory for you?
Honestly, something I can't really describe. It's like I don't know really, because it's something that you work for like all day. It's not something that, all right, this week I'm trying to win. It's like, no, as soon as the season ended last year, all right, first day of off season, we're trying to work to win. So it's something that's been building up over time and over time. And I just feel like when you finally accomplish, all right, this milestone this week was to win the game. So we did that. All right, next step. Now we got to play Notre Dame. So I feel like it's just a crazy feeling that few people can really describe.
They
Take
called
one more.
They called timeout before the kick.
Yes, sir.
Anybody say anything to Matson? Did you say anything to Matson? I know he got in the game, he kicked some extra points, he kicked some kickoffs, but did the teammates say anything to Matson before that kick?
Honestly, I dropped off the field. I didn't see Maxon. I didn't see my boy Tristan. I kind of went to the sideline. I said a prayer to God, but I got trust in him. We went bowling a couple weeks ago, and we was on the same lane. I put his name as the boot for me. I knew he was going to, as soon as they called the field goal unit out, he had made it a bunch of times in practice. I knew he was going to do his job, and he went out there and executed. That's all it is.
Okay, we'll go with CP now. Thanks, Bert. Appreciate it.